Has it really been 25 years? Are we really that old? To be honest, there are times in those years that I wondered why God gave you to me, and times when I knew exactly why. You are an intelligent goofball who would never consider boasting about his humility. And I am a forgetful do-gooder who's allergic to beach vacations. We make quite the couple. Most of the time we're on the same page. We haven't had too many big disagreements or major fights, but there was one a long time ago that you'd like to remind me of a lot. God gave us 2 amazing daughters and allowed some pretty big challenges along the way. Some of those challenges were related to those daughters. Some of them weren't. They all helped us grow our faith, in our faith as people and as a couple. We are better because of them, because we allowed God to work in us through them. I remember a conversation we had before we got married. It wasn't long, and we didn't need to have it more than once. But we both promised, we both agreed that divorce would never be an option for us. We promised to work together, to stay together, and with God's help, we've managed to do just that. I'm sure our goodbye and goodnight kisses have helped as well. It hasn't always been easy because life isn't always easy, but you've made sure to keep me laughing along the way, even when I was determined not to. During those difficult times, you often said, "You still love me." And my response became, "I can't help it anymore." Loving you has become a part of who I am, and I consider it a gift from God to give me a glimpse of how deeply He loves me. Thanks for your part in that. I love you, babe.
I love you too. Can I just say ditto? Terese, you're amazing. I love everything about you. I'm honored and proud to be your husband. I'm proud of how you raised our girls. I'm proud of how you teach with those kids at school, how you're enthusiastic with the bell choir and you hop up and down as you direct. I'm just love how you love your family and your dad, of how you've taken care of him the last few months. And I love your faith, and I love how you love me. There was a really big ending there, but I can't remember what it was. I should have wrote it down. 26 years ago when I proposed that you made me the happiest person in the world, and you always would. And more so than being happy, you've made me the most loved person in the world. I love you.
Well, Jason and Terese, you're going to speak in a moment. The same vows that you shared 25 years ago. And I know you meant them, and it's obvious to us, just not only these beautiful words you just shared, but in the language you're committing to. There's inevitably, for a couple that marries young, a starry look in the eye, kind of a lost in the headlights look I see a lot as I do weddings, and it's wonderful. That's great. That's a wonderful thing. But life has a way of sending dark clouds that sometimes obscure those stars. And making life pretty real. We've seen some of that happen over the years, as well as many wonderful years and moments together over the years. But you know one another a whole lot better now than you did then. And that makes these moments just all the more precious. Secondly, you've got a lot better idea of what you're committing to. As I reviewed the vows that you shared 25 years ago, you promised a lot to each other, and that's rightly so. But it was hard to see then what all that would mean over these past 2.5 decades. But now you've got a lot better idea of what that might mean, though the future still is something we'll discover moment by moment as the Lord unfolds it for you. But you kind of know the way life can go. And so as you say today, these vows to one another, you just say with a great deal more perspective, I'm in. I'm with you. And thirdly, you've got a lot more shared experience behind you than you did at that time. You've seen each other at your best and at other times. And you love each other through them all. You lived some of the sweetest moments that life can afford, and you have walked through some really difficult times too. And yet you're here to say not only that we did, but we still do. And we're in for this wonderful thing of life today. So thanks for letting me share this with you. Let me pray for you and you share those vows. Father, I thank you for the Gavins, Jason and Terese, for the way we see you, Lord Jesus, in them, individually and together. Yes, they're frail, human, imperfect, as we all are, but that it's real, that you love them, you live in them, and you live among them as husband and wife. Bless them now as they share again these vows with one another before you and all of us who will send them. In Jesus' name. Amen. I want you to join hands. I want them to hear you say these things, but I'll bumble with things. You just hold each other's hands. So, Jason, I'll begin with you. Would you repeat after me? I, Jason, offer myself completely to you, Terese.
Offer myself completely to you, Terese.
To be your husband in marriage.
To be your husband in marriage.
I promise God and I promise you.
I promise God and I promise you.
To provide loving leadership for our family.
To provide loving leadership for our family.
I promise to be true and faithful.
I promise to be true and faithful.
Patient and kind.
Patient and kind.
And unselfish in this love.
And unselfish in this love.
I promise to love you with all my heart.
I promise to love you with all my heart.
I will stand beside you always.
I will stand beside you always.
In times of joy.
In times of joy.
In times of trial.
In times of trial.
In times of sorrow.
Times of sorrow.
I will lead as God has commanded.
I will lead as God has commanded.
I will be your faithful companion.
I will be your faithful companion.
Until Christ comes again.
Until Christ comes again.
Or God calls us home.
Or God calls us home.
Terese. I, Terese,
offer
myself completely to you, Jason.
Offer myself completely to you, Jason.
To be your wife in marriage.
To be your wife in marriage.
I promise God and I promise you.
I promise God and I promise you.
I will respect you.
I will respect you.
I will respond to your loving leadership.
I will respond to your loving leadership.
I will love you.
I will love you.
I will encourage you.
I will encourage you.
I promise to pray for you.
I promise to pray for you.
I will weep when you weep.
I will weep when you weep.
Laugh when you laugh.
And laugh when you laugh.
And I will be yours and yours only.
And I will be yours and yours only.
Until Christ comes again.
Until Christ comes again.
Or God calls us home.
Or God calls us home.
Now, Father, we thank you for this couple who has committed and recommitted before you to be yours and one another's exclusively. Bless them in this, Lord. Unfold for them years of blessed life together, of joy together, of laughter, of faithful union to one another, of growth in their love for each other, their service to you individually and together, and in all of the ups and downs that life will bring along their path. May you remain consistent as their Lord and keeper, and as the love that binds them together. We commit them to you in Jesus' name.